This is what a once-in-a-100-year storm looks like.
It was raining a lot and it flooded, and there was a lot of wind.
Honestly, when I looked at the rain and the flood, I was like, this is impossible. This can't happen, because this is the first time I've ever had a huge rain in my whole life.
These guys live in Port Augusta, which was hit by a pretty serious storm recently that flooded most of the area when it received more than a quarter of its annual average rainfall in just one night.
Well, it flooded the shed and it had destroyed most of the carpet.
When I looked outside, there was like, oh my gosh, man. The whole city was flooded.
Our driveway got flooded, so we couldn't go anywhere, so I don't really know what the streets look like.
We have a big hole in our driveway.
Port Augusta isn't the only town that was hit. Right across Central Australia, there has been heavy rainfall, which the Weather Bureau says has been caused by a monsoonal weather system that has dragged tropical moisture across the land, along with La Nina, a weather pattern that we're in at the moment, which is bringing wetter conditions than usual to Australia's east.
We rarely see this amount of rainfall across South Australia, so 50 to over 200 millimetres recorded in a number of locations across the state. And just across the border in the Northern Territory, similarly high falls of over 100 millimetres in a day. And that's on top of earlier rainfall from that late January period.
People have had to evacuate their homes. Many buildings and properties have been damaged, and some towns have been completely cut off. The floods have left people in Coober Pedy and surrounding towns stranded, and supplies have had to be airlifted by the military.
Currently out of like fresh produce, meat, milk, fruit and vegetables, water, and probably in the next couple of days we won't have any diesel.
Coober Pedy isn't the only town running out of supplies. The storms and flooding have caused damage to train lines and highways that connect South Australia with the Northern Territory and Western Australia. It's meant trucks can't get through with stock, leaving some supermarkets in the Northern Territory looking like this.
Lately, the shops have been very, very empty. Last night we had food with no meat in it because there was no meat in the shops.
While floodwaters have been receding, authorities say it could be a while before things are back to normal. But there is a silver, or rather green lining. The rainfall has transformed usually dry and arid landscapes with an explosion of plants and wildlife, including frogs, crabs and shrimp that emerged from deep in the mud.
This place has been transformed. The frogs are going bananas, ducks are breeding. It's a little tricky to go to bed at night because it's so noisy.
In the meantime, people have been working together to clean up after one of the biggest storms they've ever seen, and which they hope to never see again.